Welcome everyone, I'm Lindsay, and today we have a postpartum yoga class that is safe for mamas dealing with diastasis recti or abdominal separation that occurs during pregnancy. Let's begin today in Tadasana or mountain pose, standing at the front of your mat. And begin rooting your feet to the mat, pressing evenly through all four corners of the foot. And moving upwards from here, engage the legs slightly. Tuck the tailbone under and lift the pelvic floor. Gently engage your abdominals next and lower the shoulders down and away from the ears. Lengthen the crown of your head up towards the sky and bring your hands to heart center. And begin to take some deep inhales and deep exhales here through the nose, connecting to your breath. To keep safe today, we will be avoiding any poses that add pressure to the abdominal walls, that make the core bulge, or that open the lower rib cage, such as back bends, low lunge, cobra, and upward dog. Instead, we will be focusing on core reconnecting poses that engage the transverse abdominals and the obliques, to help take pressure off the rectus abdominis, allowing that diastasis to narrow. As always, please consult with your doctor before you begin any exercise regimen during and after pregnancy. And remember, today is about your personal practice. It's extremely important that you listen to your body when in postpartum recovery. And remember that yoga should never be painful, so ease off if you feel any serious discomfort. And let's place our hands on our belly and begin with some gentle core contractions to sort of wake up the abdominals. So take a big breath in through your nose. And as you exhale, imagine a string pulling your belly button towards your spine as you gently contract those deep core muscles. Exhale it all the way out and hold. Now, without releasing the core contraction, take another breath in through the nose. And release the breath through the nose, continuing to hold the core tight for 1, 2, 3, and release. Let's try that one more time. Take a big breath in through the nose. And as you exhale, imagine a string pulling your belly button towards your spine. Gently contract those deep core muscles. Exhale it all the way out and hold. Now, without releasing the core contraction, take in another big breath through the nose. And release the breath through the nose, continuing to hold the core tight for 1, 2, 3, and release. Awesome. That little exercise may not seem like much, but this kind of thoughtful core awareness during and after pregnancy will increase the chances of strengthening the abdominals and resolving diastasis recti. Let's take some gentle shoulder rolls next. Inhale deeply and bring the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Then exhale, roll them back and down. One more time, inhale the shoulders all the way up to the ears. Exhale, roll them back and down. Now let's reverse that rotation. Inhale the shoulders up to the ears. Then exhale and roll them forward and down. One more time, inhale. Exhale. And let's take some gentle neck rolls, keeping with your breath. Inhale and bring your right ear to your shoulder. And exhale, gently roll the neck forward and around to the left. Inhale deeply here. And exhale, roll the neck forward and around to the right. Continue this movement at your own pace for a few more breaths to loosen any tension in the neck. And on your next inhale, raise both arms high to the sky. Keep the shoulders down and away from the ears. And exhale, lean to the left for a nice side stretch along the right side body. You can place your left arm down along your leg for support. And either stay here or take your right leg and step it behind the left. See how this simple step makes a big difference for this stretch. And release, come back to center and inhale, raise the arms back up. And for the other side, exhale and lean over to the right for a nice side stretch along the left side. And either stay here or try stepping your left leg behind your right to go deeper into this stretch. And inhale back to center, bring the arms up overhead. Now begin to sink down as if you were going to sit down in a chair and hold here for 3, 2, 1, and come back up. Big breath in, and exhale down into chair again. Don't worry about how low you can go here. Just focus on keeping that core connected and the pelvic floor lifted. And rise back up again. Big inhale, and sink down again into chair pose. And this time we're going to pulse here for 10 counts. Okay, here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Great job. Lift your arms to the sky again. Take a big breath in through the nose, fill your lungs with air. And exhale, swan dive forward. And fold here, letting the crown of your head relax. It's perfectly fine to bend the knees here. And inhale, lift up halfway with a flat back. Root down through the feet. Extend the torso forward. And exhale, fold forward again and make your way to tabletop position. Shoulders are over the wrists and hips are over the knees. As you inhale, press through your fingers and palms. Now exhale as you draw the belly into the spine, tuck the tailbone, and allow your spine to round as you drop your chin to your chest for cat pose, Marjorie Asana. Keep your neck soft as you look down. Inhale and drop your belly towards the mat. Bring your gaze up towards the sky. Open through your chest and draw the shoulders down and away from the ears for cow pose. And let's continue to flow in and out of cat and cow at your own pace, breathing in for cow and out for cat. And return the spine to a neutral position. And gently look over your right shoulder, squeezing the obliques a bit to get a nice stretch along the left side body. And switch sides. Gently look over your left shoulder, feeling an opening along the right side body. And return to neutral. Coming into side plank next. Inhale and bring your left foot out to the left and extend your right leg out long. The left knee should still be stacked over the hip, and keep the right foot planted for support. Either keep your right arm on your hip or extend it up high. If you feel strong here, you can play with the full version of side plank by bringing the left leg long. Otherwise, just stay where you are. And for those of you with your arm extended, we're going to inhale and exhale, tuck it under your side without moving the legs. Inhale, arm up. Exhale, tuck it under, connecting to your oblique muscles here. Inhale the arm up high. Exhale, tuck it under. Inhale. Exhale. One last time. Inhale. And exhale. Now come back down to tabletop. And let's take a few more cat-cow flows here. Inhaling for cow. And exhaling for cat. And bringing the spine back to neutral, let's take some hip circles, beginning by bringing your hips over to the left and circling them around to the right. Inhale over to the left and exhale around to the right. Inhale over to the left and exhale around to the right. Now let's reverse that rotation. Inhale over to the right, exhale around to the left. Again, inhale to the right, exhale to the left. One last time. Inhale and exhale. Now coming into side plank on the other side, open your body up to the left. You can keep the right leg down on the ground or come up into full side plank with both legs extended. I'm going to do the full version this time just to show you what it looks like. Reach your arm up high to the sky and exhale, tuck it under your body, squeezing your obliques. Again, inhale your arm up high and exhale, tuck it under. 3 more times. Inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale and exhale. Great job. Let's return back to tabletop. Take a few more cat-cow flows here if you'd like. And when you're ready, tuck the toes and lift your hips high to the sky for downward facing dog. And it's perfectly fine to bend the knees here as you work your way into this pose. Pull the belly into the spine, root your hands to the mat, and begin to pedal out your legs one at a time. Big inhales and big exhales. On your next inhale, lift your left leg high to the sky. Keep the hips squared. And exhale, release your foot back down to the mat. Inhale, lift your right leg high to the sky. Keep the core engaged here. Pull the ribs in. Exhale, release your foot down to the mat. Again, inhale, lift your left leg high for three-legged dog. Exhale and release. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale and release. Great job. Bend the knees and come down to tabletop. Then come to lying with your belly on the mat and your left cheek resting on the mat. And coming into locust, allow your legs to be about hip distance apart. Engage your legs and begin to lift them up. Now either stay here or inhale and begin to raise your chest and arms up. Bring your arms forward. Your pelvis and belly should remain rooted to the mat. And exhale, release down with your right cheek resting on the mat. One more time, inhale, raise your arms and legs. Bring your arms forward. Keep your spine long and broaden across your shoulder blades. Exhale, release with your left cheek on the mat. Now, if this is too much for you, practice only lifting either the lower or upper body independently. Otherwise, keep with me. Inhale and lift up. Arms forward. Keep your head and neck relaxed. Allow your gaze to remain down towards the mat. Exhale, release with your right cheek on the mat. And two more times. Inhale, lift. Arms forward. Exhale. Inhale, lift. Arms forward. And exhale. And push yourself up and back into child's pose with your hips sitting on your heels and arms along your sides. Option to extend your arms long in front of you and take a few deep breaths here. And on your next inhale, come around to lying down on your mat. And hug the knees into the chest. For bridge pose, place the feet on the mat, then bring the backs of the heels closer to your sit bones. Align your knees with your ankles, and keep the feet relatively hip distance apart, and press into your feet. Pull the belly into the spine and begin to lift the hips up towards the sky. If this is too much for you, try placing a blanket or a block beneath your low back to lift the hips off the mat. And keep your neck elongated with your chin slightly tucked in towards your chest, and breathe deeply. And slowly release your hips back down to the mat and bring your knees into your chest. Maybe roll back and forth on the mat a bit to massage the low back here. And one more time, place the feet on the ground, hip distance apart. And inhale, lift up into bridge pose. Keep the core connected here, deep breaths. And exhale, back down to the mat, knees to chest. And one last time, let's inhale up into bridge pose. And this time, we're going to take 10 tiny pulses. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Awesome. And release. Bring the knees to the chest and take a few deep breaths. From here, place the feet back on the ground and bring the hands to your hips. And let's practice some gentle pelvic tilts here to engage the pelvic floor and activate those deep core muscles. So on your next inhale, tilt the pelvis up and exhale back down. Imagine the pelvic floor as a hammock, and as you inhale, lift the hammock as you tilt your pelvis. Again, inhale, tilt. Exhale, release. Inhale, tilt. Exhale, release. Continue at your own pace for a few more breaths. And on your next breath, for reverse pigeon, cross your right ankle over your left thigh, making sure that your ankle bone clears your thigh. Actively flex that front foot by pulling the toes back. And maintaining this alignment, pull your right knee in towards your chest. Thread your left arm through the triangle between your legs and clasp your hands around the back of your thigh. Shoulders should be pressed firmly into the mat to avoid straining the neck. Deep inhales and deep exhales here. To release, unravel your leg and switch sides. Cross your left ankle over your right thigh, flexing the foot to protect the knee. And gently pull the left knee in towards the chest and breathe here. And gently unravel the legs and give yourself one last big squeeze. And release your arms and legs out long for Savasana. Gently relax the muscles in your face and allow your body to become heavy. For the next few minutes, allow your mind and body to be at peace. As you rest here, maybe place your hands on your belly and begin to notice the awareness and connection you feel towards your core after all that work. We practiced many gentle core reconnecting movements today that activated both the TVA and oblique abdominal muscles to help aid in the narrowing of diastasis recti. Keep consistent and listen closely to your body on your way to recovery. Thanks for sharing your practice with me today. We'll see you next time. Namaste. If you enjoyed this class, please like and subscribe below.